Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of February 28th. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more tarot readings. I'll be doing 5 card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Obsidian, the universal Rider-Waite-Smith with Dangling Jade, and the Tarot de Marseille with Tiger's Eye. We also have 4 different oracle cards from 4 different decks, so go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. Pick one deck and one card. Feel free to pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, the timestamps are in the description below. Don't forget to check out your oracle card. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, group 1, let's see what the first week of March has in store for you. Let's see here. So we begin with, Nine of Cups reversed and the High Priestess. So right there I see something about attaining your desires not working as well as you would like, and connection with your intuition, but there's still a feeling of abundance. And right here we might have the reason why things might not go as well as you might like. And with the final cards here, so the first thing that's coming to mind is that you might already know what this is about, because I feel like whatever this Nine of Cups reversed is, I'm getting the impression that it's not necessarily that you're in your own way. I don't get that feeling at all. I think that, especially with the only major arcana in your spread, in your cross, being upright here, I'm getting a feeling that there might be a lack of trust in your intuition. You might be overthinking something. It's almost as if in order to get this wish, because I call the Nine of Cups the wish card, in order to get this wish, there's something you have to do that you don't want to do, maybe because of some disappointment that you're working through. I would encourage you, first of all, this seems like a good time to mention it, but for the Five of Cups, there are 2 cups standing here, and all you have to do is change your perspective and realize that you haven't lost it all, whatever this disappointment may represent for you, and that would be helpful. Now, what was giving me the feeling of being at odds with your own intuition is the High Priestess here and the Four of Swords at the bottom of your deck. So the bottom of your deck is like a subtext underpinning the entire reading. That's how I like to use it, and it's like you. There's never going to be a perfect time to act, is what I'm trying to say. It's almost as if you kind of want to do more planning for whatever it is that you want to attain for this week, group 1, and that might be what is getting in your way, because you have everything you need. Like the Nine of Pentacles is it's a lot of things, but it's a card of abundance and attainment. So it's not a question of not being like you don't really need anything that you don't already have, group 1. So what I think would be best for you is to whatever this Five of Cups represents for you, it is something that you can move on from, because, and I say this every time about the Eight of Swords, this woman thinks that she can't move forward, but she can. So there's I think the best way to process whatever disappointment that either you are bringing into this week or that you will experience this week would be to keep moving forward, because I don't think there's anything uh, I don't think that there's anything that can I don't think there's any obstacle that you can experience, or that the world can throw at you, that you can't overcome, because of all the cards to have upright in your reading, the Nine of Pentacles and the High Priestess are excellent allies to have, like, energetically, I mean. So I would say, you know, don't let disappointments stop you from moving forward. I understand that processing is important, and you want to take time to reflect on things, but I that might come at the expense of something that you want. Like, be on the lookout for opportunities instead of being on the lookout for the three spilt cups that are represented here. So yeah, I think that the only thing that can stop you is you, and the thing that you can stop the means by which you can stop yourself is inaction. I think, and the funny thing is, I don't think anything that I've said in this reading is something that you didn't already know. So I just want to remind you of this. Whatever spilt cups metaphorically are causing this sorrow, the two cups that you still have are much more important than you're giving them credit for. So I would encourage you to focus on that, and through action, by moving on from this place of mental stability that you're at, and trusting your intuition, you can get this ninth cup and flip it upright. Yeah, that is all I have for you, Group 1. If you want to jump to your Oracle card reading, the timestamps are in the description below. Whoops. All right, Group 2, the Four of Cups jumped out while I was shuffling your deck. Might be important, might not be. We will see. So we have... Oh, okay. So right off the bat, what these two cards right out of the gate are telling me is that there are new opportunities that have opened up for you, and there's a sense of trying to come up with a strategy to how can I say this? Well, trying to come up with a strategy for success. It's far too early to read too much into it here. So we have the Lovers reversed and the Queen of Swords. So what this is telling me is that, it's funny, I don't often get the Lovers. I haven't dealt with this card in a while. The Lovers isn't necessarily a romantic relationship or anything, but it is a card of relationships and higher guidance, but not necessarily romantic. Now, this could be an actual lover's quarrel that you're going through, to which I would encourage compassion and forthrightedness, because, and I'll say it because I say it every time, there are only 3 cards in the deck that are upright, and the Queen of Swords is holding one of them, and it stands for the Sword of Truth. The Queen of Swords really says what she feels, and she's very direct and yet compassionate about it. And at the middle of your cross, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So, What's coming? The first feeling that, the first word that's coming to mind is impatience. Um, what's giving me that feeling is the Eight of Wands at the bottom of your deck reversed, and the Eight of Coins reversed in the middle of your cross. So it's like, oh, um, I'm getting the feeling that you're trying to figure out a way. You're trying to find a shortcut to avoid this work that you have to do. This might be a relationships reading, but I just want to broaden it out in case there are. To make it resonate with as many people as possible. So I think that the thing I I would advise you to not focus on taking shortcuts, because the bottom line is most of the cards in your cross are upright, so that's nice. It's kind of like there's something that is getting in the way relationships wise. Let me just take a moment here to absorb what this Lovers reversed might mean in the context of all this. I just realized this might be someone in your network that said or did something that kind of pissed you off or made you upset, and you're wondering if there's a way to cut them out or to do whatever you need to accomplish without them. Um, I would. I can't really, like, if what I just said is true for you, I can't really tell you which what to do. What I would say is, you know, communication, honest and compassionate communication is generally a good thing. So, no matter what you end up doing, and it might be related to this new path, it the name of the game for you, group two, is honest, forthright communication. Because the funny thing is, if I'm right, if what I just said is correct, and you decided to, um, um, you know, do whatever you want to do without the person who upset you, I think that you could do it. It might take a bit more time, but I think that you could do it. Now, whether or not you should do it is another conversation that I'd rather not comment on, especially given the fact that this is a collective reading. But what I would say is, you know, you're you're capable of working this out, and maybe, how can I say this? You're capable of working things out, and it might be worth your while to do so. That, let me just see here. You know what? I'm going to pull a clarification card. Yeah, exactly. So the King of Cups reversed. Sorry, what am I saying reversed? The King of Cups here. What this says is, don't let your emotions get the better of you. Because the King of Cups is a very wise, compassionate man. I say man, but it's it's all about emotional mastery and emotional knowledge. And I think that whatever this Lovers Reversed represents for you, group two, um, I would encourage you to not let your emotions get the better of you. Yep, don't let your emotions get the better of you. Forthright and honest communication. Those are the two keys to make the best of your week, group two. Yep. All right, if you want to jump to your Oracle card reading, the timestamps are in the description below. All right, group 3, the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords jumped out while I was shuffling your deck. Let's see what we have here. So, first two cards. This is the King of Coins and the Page of Wands. So, new path opening up. I might be misremembering, but there have been a lot of pages during these collective readings. But I see, oh my God, okay, 2 6s. This is great. 6s in general are about success. So this is great for you, group 3. And at the middle of your cross, we have the Queen of Cups with the Lover at the bottom of your deck. Quick reminder, trump number 6 in the Tarot de Marseille is the lover, not the lovers. This is more a card of about choice. Now, it's funny, you have 3 court cards making up one of your cross. So this might be, the first word that's coming to mind is celebration. I mean, we have, they're different suits, but we have a king and a queen and a page here. So this is, I'm sensing opportunities to celebrate your successes. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of celebration here. It's hard for me to elaborate. This is, you know, I love seeing 6s, especially with the Tarot de Marseille. Those are great cards to have. It's like there's a new path that is opening up to you, which will give you the opportunity to get a lot of knowledge and accomplishment and integrate it. So really, this is just a great reading. Man, I want to leave you with more than that, group 3, because this is feeling like an attaboy reading, even though not everyone watching this is a man. Let me see if I can extract some advice for you. It's funny, the only court card missing is a page. Sorry, a knight. Okay, I'm going, I'm breaking out the elemental dignities here. So, one piece of advice that I can give you, group 3, and again, this is looking like a great reading, but I would say in the choices that you make this week, or that you're bringing into this week, to just remember to don't be afraid to ask for help. The reason I'm saying this is because the 2 wands cards that are in your cross are weakened. If you consider that, okay, earth and water work well together, and fire and water are enemies. So the water here has help from this soft ally that is earth, kind of weakening this a bit. And here we have double water and 1 fire. So both of these fire cards are weakened a little. And so I just want to warn you of that. And this isn't, they're weakened. They're not defeated, you know, because ultimately it is a 6. It is a card of success, the 6 of Wands. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But I think that whatever... the thing that could really be the nitrous oxide to turbocharge your week would be to, you know, ask for help. I think you're more than capable of doing what you got to do this week without it. However, that would be something that I would consider to really extract every last bit of success for you this week, group 3. So that being said, let me take this here. Stay tuned for your oracle card reading, which is coming up right now. All right, I'm getting good at this. Hey, all right. So, time for the oracle card readings. Group A, your card is the Marrying Maiden. Let me show it to you right here. Oh, she's chained up. Well, let's look at the key phrases, which are a compromising situation, subordination, succumbing to seduction, manipulation, low self-esteem. Oh, Group A, believe in yourself. You don't need to be... whatever is hindering your sense of self-esteem, based on the readings that I've given, I don't think that... you're more capable and more valuable than you're giving yourself credit for. Let me just read some of these others. A compromising situation, subordination, succumbing to seduction, manipulation, and low self-esteem. So yeah, these chains are illusory. You are not bound by whatever situation is giving you low self-esteem, or is making you feel less confident than you normally would, Group A. So I would encourage you to don't be afraid to assert yourself, and don't be afraid to give yourself don't be afraid to go after what you can get. You're more than capable of doing it, and you're deserving of it. If sometimes we need to get permission from some third party to succeed in life. Consider your permission given. You have permission to go after your dreams this week, Group A. And Group B, your card is Pluto, Rebirth. Man, it's funny. So I was just learning about the planet Pluto, which is why rebirth, if I was to choose one word to put on this card, I wouldn't necessarily choose this one, but I didn't make this deck. So I will just say Pluto is an energy of amplification to the max. It's like, let's say 10 was the biggest number, okay? Pluto will take anything from 2 to 9 and it'll just make it 1 or 10. So I would say to you, Group B, that this week is an opportunity for you to step into yourself, and I think that there are some false impressions that you have of yourself or your environment or your situation, that it would be this week is going to be a good opportunity to shed those. It's funny, I'm hearing myself speak and I'm reading this almost like the death card in tarot, but yeah, it's funny. I think that I have the funny feeling that for you, Group B, this week is going to be so intense that it will take you a while to realize how intense it was. But I would encourage you to just lean into it. I sense some really good opportunities for you. Even if your 5 becomes a 1, coming back to what I was saying before, that is an opportunity to rebuild better and stronger. So yeah, that is my message for you, Group B. Group C, your card is movement. Woo. So yeah, get going, Group C. The funny thing is, no matter what reading I just gave you, the meaning of this card, I think, is it just transcends them all. So I think that for you, Group C, this week is an opportunity for you to get going. Don't let yourself stagnate. I think stagnation is one of the things you have to avoid like the plague this week, Group C. So take action, and I think you'll be surprised at how the smallest steps that you take, if done consistently, will get you a lot further than you might realize right now, Group C. And Group D, your card is Decision. Let me just show it to you here. So we have Mars and Gemini. Interesting combination. So right out of the gate, I'm drawn to the chessboard. I'm not a good chess player by any means, but the thing with chess is that at some point you got to capture some pieces, and I think that even if, and I'm sticking with this chess metaphor for a little second here, even if you even if your opening game wasn't the best, I think that by just making a decision to definitively do something or to take action, like I'm going to capture this piece right now because I'm tired of just, moving my pawns forward 2 spaces and having my knights, jump over in the thingamabob. I'm a professional chess player, like you can tell. Let me just take a look at this seated lady here. It's like she's sitting on a winged chariot or something. So what I would say to you, Group D, is that there at some point. At some point, you got to start capturing pieces. At some point, you see the opening. There is an opening for you, or at least if there will be, I would encourage you to act on every opportunity that you have this week, or at least, don't be foolhardy. But I think for you, like, there's this golden mean that one could generally apply as far as, if you sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity, then yeah, you'll avoid the pitfalls of, falling flat on your face because of something that was too much for you. But however, on the flip side, if you stick around, sitting around, waiting for it, that's not a good way to make things happen. So as far as, the reason that I'm saying this is, if you chose this card, that would indicate to me that on the spectrum of, waiting around too much for the perfect opportunity versus, flailing around, taking a stab at everything that comes your way, you're more on this side of the spectrum. So I would encourage you to take action, to capture some pieces, to get flying, and to, storm that castle, or storm any castles that present themselves to you this week. Thank you so much for watching. If your reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy your week. I'll see you soon.